Hi everybody. I think it's time to pick some of these peppers and also some of the beans. I did have to collect some yesterday because we had gotten some sprinkles and I didn't want everything to start getting moldy, but there's still some on the plants, so we'll also collect some of those. I'll start here with the jalapenos. I did pick quite a bit of green a month ago because I was worried that they'd never turn red. So there's actually not that many red ones at the moment. Plenty of still green ones that are crackling, which is good. All right, on to the banana. So there's quite a bit of these. Oops, I'm starting to break the plant, but at this part of the year, it doesn't really hurt much. I can't reach. Oh, there we go. And a few of the poblano. Some haven't completely turned. And this one has a little hole in it, so something might have gotten into there. Ah, crackers. Dropped it. All right. There's a hole in that one too. Dang it. Several are in the midst of turning, but really there's still a lot of fruit. Space is a little tight here by these beans. So these are the edamames or soybean. And next to it is mung beans. I guess I collected the majority of the dried one yesterday. We've got plenty of green ones to go. Here's one that's drying. There's still some left there. Here's a couple mung beans. That one's pretty runty. I see maybe one seed there developed well. Now down here, some red kidney that I can't really film, so I'm going to pick those. And now we have the navy beans over here. I will say that the navy bean has been quite the producer for only 2 plants. Next, which I wasn't too sure about, is going to be the Maxabel haricot. I think I have 3 plants here, and at first I wasn't sure what was going on because there was a lot of tiny pods, but then I realized the big pods were also them. So I'm going to collect some of the green ones that I'll probably just blanch and freeze for now. And some have gotten quite large, so I'm wondering if I should leave. I think I'm going to leave that one to dry, so I have seed for next year. So I'm going to leave a few of these already sizable ones, if I can reach it, to dry on its own. But there's still plenty of just little teeny tiny beans still developing. You can't really see it with all the foliage, but it's there. So here's a closer look at the lima beans. I don't know why it never flowered. I mean, flowered. It looks like it's in flower, but it never fruited. We have not had any shortage of cherry tomatoes, but I'm pretty much stocked up. I dehydrated them, put them in a airtight jar, and I have enough to last us for many years, I'm sure. So these are just for snacking and bird feeding. But I am still collecting the fewer and fewer tomatoes. Do you know what causes that? I'm still harvesting these and just freezing them until I get them all. I'm gonna wait on this a couple more days. So in general, even though I had fewer tomatoes to speak of, I didn't have blossom end rot problems this year. So that's a plus. Here's a noodle bean, or a couple of noodle. Oh, here's a noodle bean that I'm letting dry. It's already past fresh eating time anyway. Here's a few more. This one's empty. They still feel damp, so I'll let those dry out there. Now this green tomato feels soft, so I will be harvesting this one, plus it's changing colors. This one still firm. This one feels soft. And I never know when to pick these, but here goes nothing. This is probably the biggest. No, picked it too late. It's already cracked. That's a bummer. Aww. I mean, still useful, some of it. The crack is not, doesn't look like bugs got in there, but I'm not gonna. It'll go to the chickens. That's not a bad size. I'm not sure which one this was. All right, let's see how the rutabaga did. I almost feel bad harvesting it. And I think the rutabaga leaves are good eating, so I might save some instead of giving it all to the chickens. All right, here goes. Wowie. Oh, reminds me of something we called singkamas in the Philippines. That's a sweet fruit. That would be the size of them if you got a good harvest. That's a nice size rutabaga there. So here's our little harvest for today. Our rutabaga, peppers, tomatoes, beans. Now I had a feeling this was going to be a problem with the kidney bean, the red kidney and the navy bean, but it'll just have to be what it is until I process it. Just to show you what the beans look like, in case you're not familiar with them. Usually in the dry form, they would be a little bit darker, I think, the red kidney. That's, or at least when you buy it in a can, because it's been processed. So this one was starting to try to go into plant mode, but that's useless now. Yeah, so that's the red. The navy bean is white. The mung beans are teeny tiny little beans. Very cute. So you need a lot of it to make a meal. And the red noodle, I haven't opened. Let's see, these are brownish. Yeah. Yep, these are brownish beans. So not enough to eat out of, unless you did like a mixed bean soup, then you'd have, I think, enough, I think. Yeah. a mixed bean soup would do well with all these beans. You don't have to have all one types of beans to be happy. Yeah, so brilliant. Mixed beans. Why haven't I thought of that before? So there is more than one way to skin a cat. If you don't have enough of one thing, mix it all together. And I think that that's going to be how I'm going to have to do it here, because there's no way I'm going to just like plant a whole row of just beans and not plant something else. Well, I'm quite happy with the produce harvested today. I hope you are having a productive fall. So I'll harvest more. Bye.